ask for eyes that see, ears that hear, and a heart full of understanding. I thank you for the messages that come and ask they be delivered to those that need them. Thank you. Okay, we have jasmine incense. In today's reading, boy, these just don't like catching. This new set I got does not want to catch. Today's reading is just about encouraging messages. I had a couple options and that just felt like the right one. There we go. Let's just start a fire. Okay. So we've got our 3 piles. And we have moss agate, obsidian, and amethyst. And I have these little magnets that I kind of felt went with them. And this one says, enjoy the little things. This one says, I am a daydreamer and a night thinker. And this one says, today is my day. So why don't you go ahead and take your time to pick. Pause if you need to, and I will see you at your pile. Okay, with our moss agate point. And enjoy the little things. I also have some little charms I'm going to pick out today just to kind of add a different feel to the reading. Thought it could be fun. So we've got 1, pick out 2. Okay, we're going to do 2. And there we go. We will see what they say on them later. And 3, 4 cards. Okay, Rumi goes first. The impossible made possible. My energy creates my reality. What I focus on is what I will manifest. I like kind of the mixture of the colors here. Inner beauty. And we'll read the card later. And trust. Interesting. Okay, trust says, while your logical mind is dictating a supposedly clear direction, your soul's inner guidance is urging you to follow an alternative path. The logical path may be one that you consider safe and more familiar, but you could be missing out on boundless opportunities and so much more. Oof, I feel that one. Inner beauty. I open the eyes of my heart and direct my gaze to the light within every being. Personality and physical appearance are in the image of man. Beauty and goodness are in the image of God. Okay, and the charms. This is trust. I don't know if you can see that. All right. And forever. Trust and forever. I find it really interesting that we've got the whole manifestation thing. We've got the impossible made possible. And within the trust card, what it said about thinking that you're safe by following what your head is saying, but our soul may be saying something different, and to go ahead and believe. Go ahead and take that leap, that jump. I personally struggle with this a lot. Just to be completely transparent, even sitting here talking with you guys, yes, I'm receiving something, but where is it coming from, right? Like, I don't have the answers. No one can guarantee anything. And so sometimes I question it. I have a hard time trusting, and I tend to go into my mind rather than my heart. But I think that there's something that's so exciting and that calls to us about that path that calls for us to leap. The one that has more opportunities, that ones that we can't even imagine. I guess that question is like, do we need all the answers first? Do we need, can we just let go? Can we trust? Can we go for the impossible? I think one of the things for me that really, really helps is knowing that I can always pull back. Why not take the leap? It's not like I'm actually jumping over a cliff, right? Like, why not take the leap? And if I don't like it anymore, or I start to believe differently, or whatever, I can always bring it back on in. I don't have to stay on a specific path. We all get that opportunity. We all get to choose which stepping stones we want to step on. Another way of looking at it is when you go to a banquet, a buffet style dinner, you cannot possibly fit every single thing on your plate at once. So you pick and choose. And then when you're done, if you still want to have more food, you go get other things and you try them out. So I think your general message is about that. That's the main focus. You do have this card about inner beauty. And so let me take a moment with that. Okay, so I'm just receiving that it's just a small, sweet, kind reminder to you to not judge yourself. You don't tend to judge other people, so why judge yourself? Okay, I'm hearing to read. So these are Rumi cards, and each card in the book comes with a poem. So I'm hearing to read that. So I will be right back. Okay. Card 9, the impossible made possible. Love brings the sea into boiling and turns the mountain into a pebble. Love creates infinite openings in the dark sky and shudders the earth with its magnitude. It's a very short one, but it's very powerful. I feel like it's pointing out the manifestation card. I feel like it's saying, it's talking about the shifting of things, right? The sea into boiling, the mountain into a pebble. It has such an effect, love does. I'm sorry, I'm receiving a bit of a, the forever part, trust forever. And then also with that reading the poem with love, they kind of connected for me here. So okay. Another way to help yourself trust, is to believe in love. And to simplify everything with love. An example would be, perhaps you're one that feels energies. Is it loving or not? Right? And that tells you what to trust. The beauty thing, judgment, is that loving behavior? No. So you know which direction to go, right? What you are trying to manifest, is it based in love? Yeah, okay. I feel like that also ties into your magnet here that says enjoy the little things. It's simplify, right? Things don't have to be complicated and difficult and hard, and so I think oftentimes we we bring the hardship on ourselves just by the way that we're looking at something, getting all stuck in our heads and being over analytical or whatever it is. Simplify it with love. Okay. Yep, I'm feeling that's where it's at. We're good. The energy cleared. So that was your reading. I hope that this has been a big blessing for you guys. I really hope that you take this little reminder, this soft, gentle reminder to be loving to yourself. And I really hope that I'm right with you with the trust thing. It's may we all learn to trust more. To give up control, I guess, a little bit. All right, much love to you guys. Bye. Okay, pile 2 with your obsidian point and your magnet. I am a daydreamer and a night thinker. And I also have some charms here. We're going to pick out some without looking. There's one. We need another. Yes, another. Okay, that one. One more? Yeah, okay. All right. There we go. And let's look at our cards. Encouraging messages. Oh, wow. Blood Angel. That's a really intense card. Take a moment. I will read it in a bit. My outer experiences are a reflection of my inner condition, my internal condition. And release, which I will read in just a sec. Okay, take a moment. Stop. Now is not the time to rush into the decision you're about to make. Before this important decision is made, take a moment to pause and quiet your mind so that you can ask your soul for guidance before you act or move forward. Release. I stop fighting my fears and the hardships of life. I control my thoughts, live in the present moment, and accept each stage of life. I work on what I have power over and put into God's hands what I can't change. I trust that everything will work out for the best. Okay, in 3 of these charms. Fearless. Family. And miracle with a star in it. Okay, and I was going to say this for later, but I'm hearing to read the Rumi card now. The Rumi cards all have a poem that go with them. Here we go. Okay, in this one, the Blood Angel. In the midst of the darkness, a moon appeared with its brilliance. Stepping down from the clouds, it glanced at me. Like a falcon that hunts a bird and steals it away, it captured me and flew me back to infinite space. As I looked for myself, I could not find me, for my body had become all soul in the tenderness of love. The 9 spheres of heaven dissolved in that moon as the ship of my existence drowned in the sea of love. Wow. Wow, my heart hurts a little bit. This feels really heavy, this one. Ugh. Okay. I feel that there have been a lot of tears shed over this. Whatever your situation is, there's been some hardship with it. In making the decision I'm sorry, it's really heavy. Okay. It's okay to pause. It's okay to take your time. It's okay with all the feelings that you have. It's okay to breathe. Sometimes things are so difficult that we cannot just feel the feelings and let it go. It takes a long time. It's a process. And that's what I'm feeling for this one. I'm getting a lot of the family thing really hit me, and miracle hit me. Blood angel with I'm getting a lot of like, I'm sorry if this is triggering for you guys, but this is part of it. Miscarriage, wanting a family, not being able to have one, a lot of that kind of stuff. The death of a child, I think you're scared to try again. I think that as valid as your feelings are, as valid, because they're, no one can take that from you. This is frightening because it breaks your heart every single time, right? But there's so much in this that's talking about being fearless. Fighting my fears. I stopped fighting my fears. I think that when we've been through these things that are so incredibly difficult, and if it's been multiple times, we tend to distance ourselves because it hurts so much. And then you start being in your head, and then you start being more critical because you're in your head space. And I think that you need to drop down into your heart, and that's where you need to take your time. I'll admit that I have a cave. That's where my heart is located. It seems a little odd, but when I drop down into my heart, what I see is this like cave, this cavern, where I'm able to be quiet with myself and really gain clarity to what my heart is actually feeling, to what my soul really feels. Not just the emotional stuff, but like the path that is right for me. So drop down into your heart, whatever that looks like for you. I can't speak of, some of you have partners that you're in this with this situation, especially if it's in regards to family. And it's such a difficult thing if you both feel so very differently. My hope is that you guys can take the time that is necessary and hopefully come to a meeting ground. It might be that you or them just need more time to get to a certain place, and that's okay. I think with, I'm not here to tell you which way to go. That is your choice to make. This is your life. With the fearless thing, I don't believe this is actually towards a direction. I don't believe it's telling you, be fearless and go for it. I actually think that it's saying, don't let fear be the base of your decision. Admit to what your fears are. Face them head on. And then make a decision. This miracle one can be so many different things. It could be the miracle family that you're looking for. It could be small, little things that push you in the direction and towards the decision that would be best for you. I am hearing wish upon a star. So I think that means something to somebody. Reminds me of that, gosh, the old Disney, like Wish Upon a Star, Jiminy Cricket, that stuff. Okay, I did just get that with this whole night thinker thing, you might be having a hard time turning your brain off. Look how pretty that is. I don't know if you can see that. You might be having a hard time turning your brain off at night. And I mean, you can Google everything these days and try and figure out ways that work for you. Personally, I like to just lay there and concentrate on every part of my body, pretending that it's like melting away. Takes me about 2 minutes, and it helps to relax me. And it's focusing my brain on something specific, right? Like I have to focus, and therefore I'm not going off on all these different tangents. So that's just one example. Yeah. See, yeah, even with like in her head, she's got all these butterflies. So just everything's going. Okay. I just want to lift you guys up. And this card seems the best to do that with. Whew. Ask for guidance for this group. I ask for comfort for them. I ask for arms to be around them when they are in anguish. I ask for respect, acknowledgement, hope. That horrible word that can cause so much pain because we like to hold on to hope and it does so much good, but it can also hurt when we don't get what we're desperate for. But I ask for hope because it lightens the heart. It lightens the soul. Please be with these people. Okay. My absolute best to you guys. I hope you know that you're not alone. I hope that you feel loved. I hope you feel seen and understood and heard. So much love. Bye, guys. Okay. Pile 3 with your amethyst. And your today is my day magnet. I have some charms we're going to pick through. I just thought it'd be fun, a little different thing to do. Oh, all the ones that I have currently, okay? Without looking at them, I don't want to see. There's 1, 2, and 3. Whoop, saw that one. Whoops. All right, let's get into your cards. The Angel Rasbar. Creation. I have the power to direct my life. With a constructive attitude, I create what is best for my soul. I firmly believe I can transform and improve my inner and outer worlds by turning every thought into affirmative action. I act in the image of God and bring light into my life. Oh, interesting. Self-sabotage. When you learn to get out of your own way, there will be no stopping you. Most of the time, it is not others who prevent you from achieving your true goals. It's that inner voice that derails those carefully woven plans. When I focus on my inner light, I see the world through the lens of love. You know, all the readings today have had this kind of similar angle to them. So maybe some of you are watching all of them. We have faith, dream, and love. Okay, I'm here to read this poem. So all of the Rumi cards have poems. And we've got the Angel Rasbar, if I'm even saying that right, number 27. Let's see. Oh, it's a short one. It says, "Tell me the truth, I asked love. What are you?" "I am the everlasting life," love said. "I am the recurring joy of living." Oh, oh, the recurring joy of living. Interesting. I'm the everlasting life, and you've got creation on here. And it's almost like these two are the opposite of each other, right? You've got self-sabotage, which means you getting in your own way. And you've got this, which is like trying to say, I have the power to direct my life. It's just so cute when these things match up for me. There's like a moon right there kind of thing, and the coloring with the, just, it's beautiful. I don't know how much self-sabotage you do. And it's honestly really hard to know sometimes if it's not obvious, if it's just a perspective that you have or a belief that you have that is limiting to yourself, that can be really hard to find, to dig into, to step back from, and to look at all these different aspects of how you think and perceive and believe, and to see if any of it is not doing you any good. When I focus on my inner light, I see the world through the lens of love. I feel like we have dream, faith, and love. Do you put your faith, I mean, these could even be switched, but do you put your faith in love? Do you dream of what you can do with your life? What steps you can take? What direction you want to go? I feel like something is lacking. I need another card somehow for this pile. Give me a sec. Top card. Okay, I'm going with the top card. Repetition. Something is repeating. Look at how these go together. I don't know how clearly you can see, but she's holding her face. Half her face is in the dark. This one's got a hand over her eyes. So this is something in your life that keeps happening. The self-sabotage. So, oh, gosh. So how do you get through this? Okay, I'm hearing to read the book on this one. Okay. Cycles exist in our lives in so many ways. Once we fall into their circling reliability, it can be hard to imagine life any other way. Adverse cycles do not need to be endlessly tolerated. Break the cycle and shift into something more comfortable. I don't want to leave you guys on this. I don't like it. I feel like you need some kind of answer, but perhaps I'm not allowed to give it. I don't want this. I don't want there to be any kind of judgment here. I'm not judging you. Please do not judge yourself. Please. We all have things we learn. We all have things we go through. And this, for some reason, is a part of yours, whatever it is. Whatever this cycle is that keeps happening. I don't know if you need to step back and really look at every single little thing you believe. I feel like that's just so much. God, can I please ask for some clarity for these people, this group? The focus needs to be on love. It absolutely must be on love. If it is not centered in love, get rid of it. Toss it out the window, ignore it. A lot of us can have intrusive thoughts. Like there can just be random thoughts that come into our heads that are like, what? What is that? And I'll be honest with you, I don't know where that comes from. That might be a spiritual thing. It might be a human thing. I don't know. But focus on love. I think that that's all I'm allowed to give you right now. Just make love your solid foundation, no matter what. Wrap yourself in love every morning. Wrap yourself in love every night. Question if what you do or think is based in love or fear. This is some really, like, this is some deep shadow work, you guys. This is in there. This is hard. And the fact that you came to this pile and your guides are telling you this, like, this is incredible that you get to work on this, and you are so strong. I can't, like, this is not easy. It's not easy stuff to work on something that keeps happening, you know, to like really put your focus on it. I still want one more card, but I don't know if I'm forcing this or if this is from, go ahead. Okay. All right. One more card. No, this one. Yes or no? No, the one underneath it, this one. Okay. Territory. All right, number 49, territory. I am looking it up really quick. Crows are very territorial. They have distinct groups, and they will not hang out too long on a block that is not theirs. Territory indicates that someone may be entering your space uninvited, or that you may be the one who is the intruder. This card may also ask if you are protecting something out of concern that someone may be trying to step on your toes or take something over something you cherish. When territory appears in a reading, you may need to consider what boundaries are in place or if they are needed. Would the situation benefit from establishing some ground rules? Territory may also appear if you need to carve out some space for yourself, whether that be within your home or in the form of time to be alone. You may need to define an area that is solely yours and yours alone. Okay. I feel very strongly that this can be energetic, it can be spiritual, and it can also be a physical thing. Maybe you let yourself get walked on all the time and it keeps happening, and therefore you need to be able to make space for yourself. I tend to do that. I am so freaking giving to everybody else that my space keeps getting encroached on, and I'm so understanding and giving that I allow it until finally, there will be a point where I don't, but I have to learn to do that at an earlier stage myself. So that's something that's a physical. It can be like emotionally sad as well. Like maybe you have a friend that just talks over you all the time. And so you don't feel like you're seen or heard or understood. So that could be a part of it. And it can also be spiritual, where maybe you've got some energies around you that are not for your benefit. And I don't know, there's some kind of stand that needs to be made. What are your beliefs in regards to this? Is it fear-based or is it love-based? So that is all that I'm hearing it's done. So that's all that I'm allowed to give you. I am sorry. I wish I could just give you exactly what you need to hear about this, because it can be frustrating. But I truly hope, guys, I hope this has been beneficial for you. I hope that it speaks to you. I hope you feel seen and heard. I hope you don't feel alone. I have much love for you guys. Okay, I'll leave you there. Bye, guys.